Welcome back. Well, the market is ebbing a bit, so it's a good time then to get a conversation going as to how the weather patterns are shaping up, and more importantly, what you should expect 4 to 6 months from here on, because Street is already factoring in a normal monsoon, because that's been the prediction coming in from Skymet. To decode that further, we have with us Mr. G.P. Sharma, the president at Skymet, joining us on the show. Hi, Mr. Sharma. Good to be speaking with you. First up, elaborate on your prediction of the normal monsoon, what we should expect there.
Yeah, thank you. We earlier also we did share our initial that the preliminary forecast which we had in the month of January, and we are retaining all the same. We did say that it should be normal, but yes, it is a normal. I can say a little the better side of the normal. Okay, normal ranges from 96 to 104%. That's about a range of 8%. This is 102%, means it should be a good monsoon, I will say. Most parts of the country, though the monsoon doesn't behave equally well at all the parts, 100%, that is never done. But then still, notwithstanding, monsoon should be good this year for most of the parts of the country. Okay, we have given the forecast now. The 102% plus minus 5% is the model error, the margin which we have. Means it can obviously plus 5 and minus 5 at this stage.
Right.
The start of the monsoon, we expect possibly maybe a little jerky, maybe a little aberrated. Why? Because El Nino is still there. It is not vanished. It is still not, it is refusing to collapse or dilute sharply or quickly. So keeping that in mind, the ENSO condition, that is neutral conditions, it will gradually and slowly will take place around that time in the month of June. So therefore, the arrival of the monsoon, the onset of the monsoon, the initial thing of it, little, not as we normally desire, the monsoon should arrive with a bang. That's what we expect. That it may not be so, but then it should catch up quickly with the normal distribution also. The core monsoon months of July and August should behave good. Most parts of the country, yes, a little caution comes with the northeastern parts and eastern parts. Eastern parts comprise of Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and maybe parts of Odisha, where could be they will be little below normal for the season as such. But overall, the grain bowl, the agri bowl of this country, the central parts, northern parts, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, inclusive of Gujarat and the southern belt, they should have a decent monsoon, a good amount of rains as well as the distribution all along the west coast. Even Mumbai should have, I think, typical monsoon season this year. Yes.
Sure, but Mr. Sharma, what you're saying about perhaps a late start to the monsoon, does that mean that we're going to have a longer summer and shorter monsoon this time? The intensity might be just around that 102%, but in terms of the duration, is it going to be a longer summer and shorter monsoon?
You see, we don't expect that it will start late. At this moment, it's a little too early to commit on that. The onset of monsoon that we generally give sometime in around middle of May or a little earlier than that, maybe the first week of May itself. But then monsoon arrives over the Indian subcontinent, over the Bay Islands, so sometime even around 15th of May also. The mainland entry is around 1st of June. But then what we say is the monsoon may not arrive with a bang as such. It may not be very pronounced activity at that point of time. The initial phase would be a little slower than what we normally do. It happens that within about a week or 10 days, you find it reaching Mumbai. So that might happen, but then it's a little too early to give the details on that. Then obviously the start of the monsoon could be a little jerky, but then catch up quickly in the month of June itself. The summers will go on as usual. The northern parts of the country, even as of now, as of today also, the temperatures have not reached 40 anywhere over North India, which normally around 10th of April. It's a comfortable dry heat at the moment, 35 degree, 36 degree, that's all. Yes, the southern parts, they have heated up. It's a good indication also. And as far as the monsoon over other parts, most parts, central parts, southern parts, western parts, inclusive of the pockets where you always have a scare of the drought-prone pocket. That will not happen over those areas. Overall, I think it, particularly after the dampener which we had last year in terms of below normal monsoon, giving some scare in some pockets, distribution was unequitable. So it may not happen this time. Much better than what we experienced last year. Yeah.
So that's some good news. But Mr. Sharma, we are reading the headlines which suggest El Nino is flipping over into La Nina. For a layman, help us understand what's the significance of this and how it will impact the weather patterns.
See, El Nino is known for its adverse impact of monsoon. Okay, though La Nina is considered as good for the monsoon as such, but the relationship with the monsoon of El Nino is very strong. Okay, it adversely affects the relationship of La Nina with the monsoon, though it is considered good as such, but it's not a very robust relationship. The only assurance which La Nina gives you is possibly saves you from a below normal or a drought condition. It could end up with a normal, decent normal. That is the La Nina conditions. La Nina and El Nino conditions are basically they are related with the Pacific Ocean warming. When the warming is there around the equatorial tropical belt of Pacific Ocean, it is El Nino. And when it is a cooling, temperatures are cooler than the normal range of temperatures over that area, it amounts to broadly say it is a La Nina condition. So obviously now, last year, if you remember, it has a super El Nino. Okay, the temperatures are crossed about 2 degrees centigrade. So we are graduating now, changing over from super El Nino conditions to the La Nina conditions in the monsoon. You see, as we said, the El Nino condition doesn't have a very robust relationship with the monsoon, but then La Nina after El Nino has a historic record of behaving good and giving a decent monsoon, and that's what we expect this time. Super El Nino last year, that is a 2002, 3 and 4. That was a super El Nino, and then followed by this La Nina. Start a little late, middle of June, or could be end of June. These La Nina conditions, but then historic record says La Nina after super El Nino is better than a normal La Nina. Yes.
Helps us understand it better. Thanks so much, Mr. Sharma, for making time and helping us understand what we should expect with respect to monsoon, what's likely to happen in the coming months as well.
Thank you.